Well, one source of jobs is an unlikely one. The number of Chinese firms that are creating jobs here in the United States, it is rising, even in manufacturing, where many jobs have been exported to China in recent years. Some surprising facts uncovered in this week's issue of Bloomberg Business Week magazine. Right now, we're joined from Washington by the author of that piece. He is David Lynch. David, good morning.
Good morning, Carol.
You know, this story is a great read, and it's a bit of a surprising one. I mean, the Chinese are creating jobs here in the United States, and everybody thinks they're being exported to China. Tell me what's going on.
Well, it is a bit of a man bites dog story, because for so long, U.S. companies have been going to China, investing there to take advantage of cheap labor and the like. Now Chinese companies are coming to the U.S. For a variety of reasons. They want to be closer to customers in a growing market for things like renewable energy. They want to get around some trade barriers, and they want to learn new ways of doing business that they can take home to a very competitive domestic market.
And what I found is striking, too, and you point this out in your story, is that the Chinese government, they're supportive of this kind of Western expansion here.
Absolutely. They started the policy of going global, going out into the world around 1999-2000. And it started from a very small base, but it's been gathering steam, particularly in the last few years amid the financial crisis. There have been a lot of very good opportunities for cash flush Chinese companies and even state-owned enterprises to pick up Western assets and assets here in the U.S. at a very attractive price.
I mean, David, they're also, though, getting a bit of help from the U.S. government, are they? I mean, some got, I believe, a manufacturing tax credit that was through the stimulus package, so that's helping out as well.
That's true. There is a tax credit that was authorized under the stimulus bill, and that's encouraging manufacturing employment and investment across the economy, and companies like Suntech, which is the company I write about in Business Week this week, have been able to capitalize on that. And the U.S. government is encouraging the trend out of a very understandable and strong desire to grow jobs however they can be grown.
You know, we are obviously focusing on jobs this morning, David, because we did get that weekly jobless claims number. It came in better than expected, the lowest level since July of 2008. So it looks like the labor market is indeed improving if we look at today's release. Let me ask you, though, I mean, how many jobs really are being created by the Chinese setting up shop here in the United States? Are we talking thousands and thousands of jobs, and is that trend going to continue and potentially pick up?
Well, I think to this point it's still a fairly small number in the thousands, but it's the sort of trend that I think has a lot of potential going forward, particularly as the Chinese currency continues to appreciate, and it's expected to continue its slow but steady appreciation in coming years. At the margin, that makes the U.S. an even more attractive place for Chinese companies.
All right, like I said, it's a great read. Everybody should check it out in the latest edition of Bloomberg Business Week. David, thank you so much. David Lynch out in Washington.
Thank you.